thumping. It's thumping. All right, you turn that camera on?
It's been on, family.
It's on for real?
It's been on.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wasting all that time.
7 minutes, family.
Man, I just turned that one on.
Oh, well.
All right, you know what we're talking about? Because we've been summoned to discuss the difference between trash and fire. Bruh, I'm not even joking. My stomach is feeling wild. It feels like when you like don't drink water all day, but you ate a lot of weird stuff. All right, you ready to do this? Because I want to go home. All right. Oh, shoot. Yup. Sneak This podcast. George.
That's how you're doing it?
Greg. Back in the building. I'm fresh off. Bro, come on, bro.
I didn't do it on. You said don't do it on the mic. So
That was loud.
it's gonna be nice.
I'm fresh off a nice little vacation. Appreciate the iTunes family, Spotify family.
Really, how you starting it? Or?
Yes, iTunes family, Spotify family, Google Play family,
real brand new.
our Podbean family,
Iverson,
Stitcher family.
Mr. Candy McGann.
I think you're talking to the wrong mic, dude.
This is the one I mean, the thing's going up.
Yeah, you're in the wrong mic.
The thing's going up. I didn't switch mics. This is the one that was the whole time.
Do it again.
This is number 2.
No, I'm on number 2.
This says number 2.
Mine says, yeah, but you can put your headphones on, see if you can hear yourself. That's how you can tell if you're on the right mic.
Why is this labeled 2 then?
Talk in this one.
This is 1.
Okay, just talk it. Or tap it. Okay, fam. Now I gotta start my intro over, fam.
What is going on here, dude? No, now it is.
Talk.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 7, 8.
Why do you sound so low?
I have no idea.
Now you can't hear me at all.
All you got to do is watch the green bands go up and down, fam.
Yo. Oh, shoot. I was on 3. Yo.
Told you you went on 2.
All right. Yo. Sneak This podcast. George. Ryan. Oops, not Ryan.
So sour.
I gotta start that over.
That joint is so sour.
Yo.
You better put 10-minute mark on this camera.
Sneak This podcast.
10 minutes in, fam.
George. Greg. Back in the building. Episode 141. We appreciate our iTunes family, Spotify family, Google Play family, Podbean family, Stitcher family, Castbox.
Sour Patch Kids family.
Everybody who visits on www.sneakthis.com to listen to the podcast. Our YouTube viewership family. We appreciate those who like to see, who need visual aids in order to listen. Always visit goat.com/sneakthis until further notice.
Sour Patch. If y'all need some wear testers, we're here for you. Because tropical ain't it, man. I'm telling you.
That tropical flavor of Sour Patch Kids are nasty, fam.
This joint says new package, same amount of kids. That's weird.
All right, settle down. They might need to change that up.
Some True Detective type stuff. But
Yes, that's some.
no spoiler alert.
That's some R. Kelly documentary type
All
stuff.
right.
Bag
You
of kids.
take it easy, you.
Like I said, I appreciate everybody who listens, likes, reviews, subscribes, and if you listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, any of that, review us. And if there's any changes you would like to see or any critiques, we take negative or positive critiques to the show. DM us. We're always willing to improve, try new things, and DM some top 10s too. We've done a lot of top 10 lists. We're going to end up having to go back and do a lot of top 10 lists. So email us some new top 10 lists. And shout out to Rich Raymer. He sent me one, which we have to think about to do, because it was one basically doing a top 10 sneakers that we sleep on, that we own. So basically top 10 pair of sneakers that we own, but we should probably wear a lot more. That's how I took it. But me and Jordan need to look in the closet to make that determination. So we couldn't do that one today. But shout out to Rich for sending that to us. George, weekend good? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm not done my rant here.
Okay.
Anytime, like, companies that aren't tropical companies try to make tropical flavors, they always fail. Because things like pineapple and passion fruit and punch should taste good.
Punch tastes good in that.
It's okay.
Oh, come on.
Pineapple's good. That's the best one.
I'm allergic to pineapple.
But leave these in Guam, fam.
Oh, all right.
Hawaii or...
Yes, Dominican Republic.
Because I don't know if that's considered tropical because that's in...
I don't know. Bahamas.
That's in the same
Antigua.
area.
Antigua.
Those are all... Okay, Guam and like Hawaii...
They're still tropical?
That would...
Isn't Guam towards Florida? Near Florida? Bruh, I'm asking questions. I don't know a lot of stuff, yo. I'm serious.
I don't know.
One of my best friends growing up was from Guam.
I don't know a lot of stuff. It's weird.
One of my best friends growing up was from Guam. He said that he went there one time and geckos were crawling on the roof. I said, "Oh, okay."
Geckos are homies. They're not venomous. They don't bite.
I don't know. He said that just geckos crawl on the roof at the house or whatever. Shout out to Jared, wherever he is.
That make them get shook. Or?
You ever look up somebody you grew up with, like on Facebook or something, just can't find them? It's like 1,000 Jared. I'm not gonna say his last name on Facebook.
Subway Jared.
No, I know exactly where he's at. Clink, clink. He wants a bag of Sour Patch Kids. That's a fact.
Hey, handcuffed his...
No disrespect. I apologize if that offended anybody.
You don't want... Well, you want... Okay, never mind.
Yep, let's move on.
Anyways.
Weekend good?
Tropical is not the... It's not the wave. It's not it. We need you to go in a different direction, fam. And if you need some help, we got the number 1 and number 2... test market right here.
Yes, we'll let you know. Send us a bunch of bags. I remember Chris,
It's not that fam.
when he worked at Budweiser, would bring home them beers. It would literally just be a black bottle, and I'm like, "Yo, fam, what is this?" And we would just drink them, and they were test beers.
Why would? But you would drink that, but you won't taste.
It's different because I know exactly where it came from. So they were basically, we tasted Platinum, Budweiser Platinum before it ever hit the market.
Hold on. Your thing in life literally is like, I don't like mystery candy that's wrapped with a mystery wrapper because I don't know what flavor it is.
No, that's not it.
Yes, it is. You told me that before.
No. I told you I don't like stuff that's like, it's red, but tastes like blueberry. I don't mess with stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fine. But
So-
you also said you don't like when it has a mystery wrapper.
No,
on
I
it.
don't. I like
did say
mystery.
that.
The problem with the mystery airheads is that you think mystery airhead is an actual flavor. It's not. It's one of the other flavors, just white. You got to guess what it is.
Yeah, you say you don't like that. But
I'm okay with that.
You're willing to do it with beers.
That's different. Because all beer pretty much tastes the same, though. Honestly, all beer tastes the same unless it's like dark. Like until it switches shades of color, it all tastes the same, though.
Okay. Well, all the beer listeners, beer drinkers are now going to get on you, Paul.
Except ales. Ales are awful. I cannot drink an ale. You like L's and take L's.
Okay.
We took
I
L's
did
today.
Yes, L today. I'm not a big India Pale Ale and American Pale Ale drinker.
Indian pale. I bought one pale ale, one ale from India. You won't drop it. No?
It's not from India.
Oh, it was from India.
the thing.
It was from like Bangladesh. Is Bangladesh in India? I know.
It's a separate country.
Look, I don't know stuff like that. If Jack Ryan didn't go there, I know nothing about it. I started rewatching Jack Ryan too with Jim from The Office.
Why are you rewatching stuff you already watched when you can watch True Detective?
Bro, I just got back in town. True Detective started when I was out town at the cabin.
You could be watching Narcos Mexico.
Got time for stuff. I gotta watch. I'm gonna watch it eventually. You only watch violence. You know that? You ever watch anything happy? Watch Mrs. Maisel, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Hannah would love it. One of the best shows I've ever seen created on television. Oh, on Amazon Prime. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Trust me. If you don't think it's funny,
You got time for that, and you don't got time for Narcos Mexico.
bruh, I'm with my wife watching. My wife doesn't like watching all that stuff, bruh.
Yes, she does.
But we live that stuff, fam. I'm joking.
Yes.
I'm joking. Whoever listens to this.
Guadalajara in 1985. You were there.
Bro, trust me, man.
The original story, not this new stuff, current stuff. The original story, which is why it's interesting.
All right. You got any pickups?
I gotta tell that story about what you call it.
Well, what?
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Bro,
USPS.
what's up with you in the Postal Service? You must have did something to them or filed a crazy
I didn't
complaint.
do anything to them, but if I see them, I'm fighting them. That's on site.
That could be a federal offense.
Actually, matter of fact, if any of our listeners work at the post office, on 40th Street in Thomas. Hit me up because you got some of the worst coworkers in the entire galaxy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did you get the shoes?
Tell the story later. No, not yet.
You gonna tell the story?
You want me to tell it right now or tell
I
later?
mean, it's kind of a pickup. You almost had a pickup. I mean, last week. Yeah, last week you said the pickup, but you almost actually picked it up this week. But you.
The only pickup I have this week is those Kyrie tennis Nick Kyrgios.
Oh, you caught those? Are you keeping those?
I don't know.
They low top, huh? They like low, right?
It's a tennis shoe.
Yeah, but like it's lower than the basketball. Yeah. Them joints are fire.
Right. Well, I'll be the judge of that when it comes. Pause.
Oh, I thought you actually had it.
It just came out yesterday.
You got your size? Oh man, come on, man.
It sold out in my size, and then I was still able to get another size. I have no idea how.
What'd you get?
11.
Ooh,
close enough.
Trade up, forever on top. What? That's a new shop in Arizona. You can trade up. Go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, that's it? Are you going to tell about what happened to the diamond,
later
Nikki
on,
Diamonds? At what point?
You
During the second round of pickups?
Bruh, you don't tell your pickups.
I have none. None this week. I came back from vacation from the cabin.
Yeah, you picked a mansion up. That's what you
so
got.
Relaxed.
Mansion.
So relaxed. Cabin Greg is at
It wasn't
peace,
a cabin,
fam.
It was a mansion.
Bruh, at peace, fam.
You say I went camping, I'm gonna slap you though because you didn't go camping.
First of all, it was snowing. If you think about the go
one
with a
mansion
tent
to another mansion.
yeah, okay. Bruh, Cabin Greg is at peace, man.
Right.
I didn't pull my laptop out at all. Lucille didn't pull her laptop out. The kids were playing. We had football on the TV. I wasn't thinking about sneakers. Nothing dropped. I wasn't getting no notifications. Bruh, at peace, man. I said, my goal is to bring Cabin Greg back to the city, though, because City Greg is stressed. City Greg is weird. Cabin Greg, at peace. Kid, gotta go with the flow. Tell her you on the drive over here, fam.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to try to be positive. Try to be positive.
Well, what did you do up there? You must have done something. Huh?
We did, bro. We put 1,000-piece puzzles together.
Everybody's.
We watched football. We ate pizza. We grilled some fire steaks, fam. The kids had a couple PlayStations playing video games.
You must have did that thing where they killed the stripper in Vegas on accident and then they try to cover it up.
No, fam, relax. Dude, we drunk some of that Tito, some of that red Wizzine, a little bit of scotch.
Yeah, I knew you were an alcoholic.
Come through, watch the football game.
You told everybody on this show that you weren't drinking alcohol anymore.
Yeah, I said February.
No.
After February 3rd. So, went to the snow. Kids played in the snow. Relaxed. Kyle, you should give it a shot. And I do got a lot to say about a lot of sneakers today.
I went to school in Flagstaff. So what are you talking about?
Well, you should go back to relax now. Not go to get an education. You go back and just relax. Okay. Go chill. Take your wife, take your family, your nieces, nephews. Just chill, fam. That'd be a good trip for y'all. Up to the snow.
You almost killed somebody at the gas station or something. What did you text me? You text me a picture of the. Oh, never mind.
Why are you making up stuff, fam?
You sent me a picture of that truck, but I thought that was. I'm thinking back now.
Look at
that
you.
was like you got in a fight with somebody.
No, you see, you see a couple big tires on a truck, and you start talking about murders and stuff. You been watching too much Narcos. That's your problem.
You try to scrap someone up.
Not out there. I'm literally the minority out there, fam. And everybody got burners, but we had burners too, fam.
I don't think you want to be admitting that.
But what's Arizona? We had burners out there. They ain't fooling around.
Yes.
Well, they had burners. I didn't have any.
You got a musket.
Bruh,
Who is they, though?
Family.
Who are you with? Navy SEAL?
Family. In-laws, B. Anyways, no pickups.
So you was out there dumping, huh?
What comes out this week?
That's a good question. Let's see.
I know those red 33s came out today.
Those suck.
Look, I'm just giving you the news. I'm just giving you the scoop. All right.
Scoop these up. Jordan 1 mid mellow equality.
What?
Oh, I guess that came out today, or it just says it's supposed to come out today.
Say the important stuff, man.
Never heard of it. I mean, it's $220. People probably want that shoe. Pigeons.
That came out today.
I mean, one release came out today. L City. What else is on here?
That was a lot.
The Epic React. Flyknit 2.
What the
comes
heck
out.
is that?
Epic React.
Oh, come on,
When
man.
I got the second version comes out. RSX Black. Trophy Gold. You seen those? I think I
That comes out this week?
Yep. What else? What is that?
Oh, the quality LeBrons come out, which I got something to say about those two.
There's actually a bunch of RSXs coming out. Oh yeah, that rose gold. The rose gold one's fire.
Rose gold what?
RSX.
Ooh, I haven't seen that one. Black History Month Jordan 2s come out.
Curry 6, Heart of Town.
Not interested.
The all red one. I'm just telling you, fam.
I got something to say about that Air Jordan 2 Black History Month too, fam.
Fear of God, Light Bone. Fear of God's gonna get boned. Fear of God, both pairs.
Oh, they re-release?
Nah, the gray one. Bone, colorway, gray, whatever. Jordan 4 Retro Laser, the black laser with the gun bottom.
You copping?
F no.
You don't like those? Black with gun bottom?
Blazer pack comes out. Green and red. Christmas pack. It's not called Christmas pack, but it might as well be. Phone Posit 1 Midnight Navy.
Fire.
It's all right looking.
You know what's funny is it's about 9 years late, but think about it. Why wasn't there? What took so long for a navy and gun bottom foam to come out? Like, come on, man.
You're asking the wrong person, family. Kobe 1 Protro 81 points.
Not interested.
Jordan supposedly. Oh, that's next week. Never mind. We'll stop there.
You know what's funny is what you talking about?
Jordan 1, the gray with the black and
you can't
whatever.
Wait for those.
I'm just reading it all because it's on the list, fam.
Let me say something about.
I didn't see the date. This next week.
Let me say something about these Black History Month 2s, fam.
I don't think equality joints come out. They weren't on there.
They're on Sneaker News. Is coming out this week. The LeBrons. But either way, the pictures of both came out. Whatever. Black History Month Jordan 2s. Okay. Look. I understand the shoe. First of all, a couple things. All right. The shoe itself, Nike and all these companies, first of all, need to understand, man, I appreciate you celebrating Black history and stuff. That's awesome. But every single Black history shoe ain't got to have African print on it. Like, it ain't got to look like a dashiki every time. Like, there is a lot of other things you can do when you want to talk about somebody's culture. It doesn't always got to be African print on the shoe. On there? It could be anything. You're not gonna tell me that Black history only involves African triangles and prints and stuff like that.
You right, but what would you put on there that does not look racist or something? Like, I mean,
okay, I didn't say go in there and throw on some crazy on it. All right, but Africa got more colors and patterns and stuff than triangles and tribal stuff all the time. You don't even gotta do that. I'm
asking you.
Bruh, I'm not. It's not my job to do that. I'm just saying that you don't have to have African print to be like, this is the Black History Month shoe. It has African print on it.
Can't it just be like a white shoe or a black shoe with nothing and just be?
It could be anything. I'm just saying that. To me, first of all, if you're gonna do something like that, you better have a story behind it. I don't know if the Jordan 2, this print or this line coming out has a story, but there better be a story behind it.
What shoe are you talking about?
The Jordan 2. Black History Month. That's one. Two, the comments on Soul Collector about people asking for a white history shoe is out of control. All right. Look, man.
You already knew that.
I already knew that. But a lot of people need to understand that.
You talking about this?
Yes.
Which just looks like the Black Panther costume. No, that's it.
Bro, stop it. All right.
I mean, that's literally what it looks like.
First of all, if they're gonna.
Now, I would just watch the movie the other day, so that might be why that's in my head.
And people in there saying stuff like that.
When he drank the juice, that's what the color of his suit was like.
No. Okay. No. All right.
Okay.
They should be better than that. And two, like I said, the comments on Soul Collector are absolutely crazy about people angry about Black History Month shoe. Nike and these companies, they use
people get mad about everything. You know?
Yes, but I'm trying to explain to them. All right, it's not about being a Black History sneaker done by Nike or another company isn't about trying to well, it is business. If you want to say it's pandering to another community or race or whatever it is, whatever. But you have to think to yourselves, Nike and a lot of these companies have built these gigantic brands off the back of African Americans in sports. Nike, Jordan, Bo Jackson. I mean, stars. But
you're not gonna be able to change anyone's mind.
Oh, of course, I know that, but I'm just saying, for those who that's all. It's paying respect to that because they clearly built the company off a lot of this. There were other white athletes and stuff like that as well, but let's keep it 100. Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, Magic Johnson with whoever else, throughout the years. That's why. So try not to be disrespectful and settle down, okay? I see cats still like, fam, why isn't there a WET channel, white entertainment television? I'm like, look, fam, do y'all want white television? Like, come on, man. I know. Still. Now, the equality, LeBron 16, it's one shoe is white, one shoe is black, the white shoe is black laces, the black shoe is white laces. Right. And it says equality. I don't know. Look. There's other races on this planet that represent other equality. Like, you would think that black and white is the only thing that's in this encompasses this entire world of equality. Now, that's how I take it.
Well, it's
now,
not even only races. It's also sexual orientation and whatever.
It's a lot of things. So it's like, when you look at a shoe like that, you would think that this is only about black and white people. Not saying that I don't know.
Don't even look at it like that.
I don't know if that's what it's about. That's how I look at it. Because I'm like, no, this is a black shoe and a white shoe. White lace, black lace. There's a lot of other things going on in the world to equality. There's Asians, Hispanics, there's, whatever. They
should have done a gray shoe.
They should have done something. They might want to do a shoe that you can just design yourself for equality. Whatever you want to do. Something better than that. And I'm talking to Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Fila, Puma, all these companies. If you're going to do something that really represents everybody when you talk about equality. Really represents African American culture if you're going to use that as a shoe to pay homage to something. That's it. So, that's all I got to say on that. I think. What are we talking about today? Oh, so, we've been, I don't want to say summons, to take a deep dive, fam. Pause.
Sounds kind of weird.
Into the difference in the definition and the reasoning behind trash versus fire. Now, I know why I say a lot of stuff and things, but George, why do you say a lot of this stuff?
Well, your definition is different than mine, because trash to me is anything you can't wear, period. And you can't wear foamposites in 2019. You can't wear.
You mean that you can't
Timberland
wear
boots? No, humanity can't wear.
Okay, yes.
Timberland boots. Air more up tempos.
You can wear these.
Doc Martens. Stuff's not wearable. No. Nike SB. Anything.
No, Nike SBs.
It's not wearable, fam.
Nike SBs. We just gotta wear them.
Trash. All trash. Everything I just named trash.
Okay, you gotta give more than that. You can't just throw this out. What's fire to you? Stuff that you can wear?
Yeah, if you could wear it and the color blocking and the designer did a really good job, fire. I don't know how to describe it. When you see it, you know. Pause.
Okay. I don't know if that deserves a pause, but I guess.
Oh, it deserved a pause.
Trash. To me. I'm not speaking for you because I have no idea what you just said right now. Trash. First of all, let's talk about trash. Trash doesn't mean like it's the worst thing ever. To me, when I say something sucks, that's worse. That's get it out of here, period. Trash to me means, like you said, it could mean like, oh, come on, foamposites, them trash. I'm not wearing those. A navy blue and gum bottom foamposite is absolute fire. When you think of foamposites and colorways. No. But you know what makes it trash? You're about 9 years too late, all right? Like, literally, let them drop a navy blue and gum foamposite about 9 years ago and call them joints Yankees or something crazy. We'd be zooming to Nike Scottsdale, all right? These are facts, all right? A Jordan 1.
Not Nike Scottsdale.
All
they didn't get anything.
Majority of Jordan 1s, Royals, the last iteration of Breads, Chicago's, Black Toast, all those are absolute trash. But you know why they're not trash is because they're Jordan 1s and they're historic and that's what they are. There hasn't been a Jordan 1 that has had the highest quality of materials since, and I'm not even including shattered backboards or nothing like that. When was the last time we had an OG something where we thought like, oh, the materials is nice, the leather is soft? Royal 1s, the last one's awful. The Shadows that just came out, those are awful. Like, that's trash. What we're going to cop. When I say something sucks, I'll get that out of here. The model, everything sucks, all right? All of it sucks. Now, a Laney 1. Did you get Laney 1s?
No.
Jordan 1s? I'm talking The leather is plush. I was gonna bring them today to show plush. The suede, smooth. Them joints sat. I got them joints 40% off. Everything you want in a Jordan 1. But they sat. But then you release a Royal one and it comes out in these cheap leather, whatever it is. If I had the opportunity to talk to Nike, that would be one of the first things I'd ask is what determines this gets this type of treatment and this one gets this type of treatment? Because there should never be a bread or a Royal one or a Shadow or anything of the sort that comes out with anything less but nothing but the finest materials. Just like the ones that Matt Kemp bought from under you. Band ones with the X in the back. Come on, man. Them joints, some of the best materials ever for a Jordan 1. That was the last time in an OG colorway we had something like that. Facts. Now, when we say sucks, it sucks, but it doesn't suck. I think of like Adidas 4.0 Ultra Boost. They suck, but they don't suck because they suck to us because it's pretty much the exact same looking shoe every single year. But it ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not copying the exact same shoe every single year. Like, it looks good. There's nothing wrong with 4.0s, but it's like, come on, fam. You're going to have to do something to get me to buy these 4.0s. Do you own any 4.0s?
No.
I thought you had some.
4.0 suck.
I don't have it. See, they suck, but they don't suck.
The knit sucks.
Those, to me, they suck, but they don't suck because it's like, come on, man, you got to do a little bit more than that. They could have good colors. They could be a good model, but trash colors. It could be a lot of things that makes that determination between them.
Determined by the knit. The knit sucks on 4.0.
Well, I mean, the entire shoe is 90% knit, so that is pretty much determined on it. But it's a good-looking shoe. Like, it's still a good-looking shoe, and it's wearable. A lot of NMDs. I think NMDs are dope. They're fire, but they're uncomfortable. They don't compare to other ones. Oh, come on, man. I'm not talking about. Actually, I don't know an NMD that's I could consider comfortable.
Well, that's because you probably haven't worn the Alma yet. So
I haven't, but it's still the same NMD Boost. They don't got Ultra Boost on the bottom of it.
It still has Boost.
Okay.
And the upper is comfortable.
All right.
Well, you wear them joints tomorrow to work, and you report back. You write a handwritten report to me.
I feel like I barely hear you. Are you talking to the mic? Is your cord connected?
Watch the thing. 8.
Oh, anyways.
Yeah.
So for those, like I said, who are interested, now fire to me is like undeniable. You can rock it. I could see myself wearing it. I could look at it on somebody else and say, yo, I want to rock that. It's decent materials. It's great color blocking. It's a decent model. I hate having the reserve fire for the exact same models every single year.
You've been saying fire for a lot of suspect stuff lately.
Like what?
Like everything. Yeah. And also fire doesn't mean I'm buying it. Just because I say
exactly. And something that sucks but don't suck doesn't mean I'm not buying it. I'm just might not.
For $69.97.
Yeah, I might not be buying a 4.0 Ultra Boost for $180, but let me come across that joint for about $47. I might grab one. Like,
it sucks.
Wouldn't be a big deal for that much. Something that's trash, I might cop something that's trash too. We own trash. Like, there's stuff that we own right now that we consider trash. All right,
that's a fact.
But there's a reason why we bought it. It don't look fire, pictures look fire, materials are fire, colors are fire. And that's the thing too. I don't want people to listen to this podcast and think when we say, oh, those are trash, you can't own those or you shouldn't own those. Those are trash for a specific reason
you shouldn't own
to us. No. That's not true.
Nobody should own foam posits.
No.
Nobody should own Tim boots.
Man, come on.
Nobody should own Air More Tempos.
You're speaking personally.
Nobody should own Air Darwins.
Okay.
Nobody should own.
First of all those you could pull off because you're a decent height.
Between 11 and 14, nobody should own any of those besides LeBron himself.
That doesn't mean they're trash, though.
Oh, they're trash.
That doesn't mean they suck.
Oh, they suck
to me. Now, there are some shoes that do suck, all right? But there's a lot of shoes that don't. And I say, oh, those are trash. That don't mean nothing. But if you hear me say they suck, that means something.
All those shoes I just named suck.
So, whomever you want to know a prime example of something that sucks is when they make these multiple iterations, these mini iterations of like one shoe. They have the Air Max 1, the OG materials, cool. Then they make a Air Max 1 with Hyperfuse. Okay, cool. Then they make a Air Max 1 with some other material, knit, and then Ultra and all this stuff. Like, that's when stuff gets sucked and they trash, and you don't understand the direction when they're going with stuff like this. That's something I don't like and I don't appreciate, and I consider those, they suck.
Nike definitely messed up with the Flyknit Air Max 1. Because that was a shoe that I was campaigning for big time, but they didn't keep the silhouette the same on the back. The ankle support heel cup is trash.
Like, I encourage everybody to go, like, if you go in your closet right now and your court purples, your pine greens, your Shatterback Boy 2.0, your Shatter backboards, your whatever, blues, yin yang pack, whatever you have, if all of those are better materials in hand than your Breads, your Royals, your Shadows, your Chicagos, your Black Toes, if they're better than all those, Jordan 1s are trash. But we'll never stop buying Jordan 1s because Jordan 1s are one of the most iconic sneakers of all time. Chicago 1 come out today, you a cop. It's a 100% fact. Man. You a cop.
I don't like highs anymore, man.
We don't like highs anymore, but you a cop. No?
And I'll sell it.
I'll
sell it.
You cop 2. You sell 1, keep 1. That's a 100% fact. So I hope that makes some type of clarification.
Sell them all, fam.
On what we say. I understand. I don't want anybody thinking that if I say, oh, that's trash, you can't cop it or you shouldn't cop it. It's not for me. It's trash for a reason.
RSX, I think, has to be laced, by the way.
It's what?
RSX has to be laced. I try to wear it with the laces loose. Don't look right.
Oh, I haven't even tried them on yet. But it looks like a shoe that has to be laced. I think a lot of these shoes are going back to like having to wear them laced up. Even Jordans. I put on a Jordan 6 the other day, and I never wore Jordan 6 tied up. I had to tie it up. Like, I pulled it tight. No, I'm telling you, any Jordans that you have right now, Bread 4s, anything like that, just put them on, but like tie them up. Don't wear them loose. You'd be like, oh, you know what? These are kind of better now. You could wear them a little bit better. I'm telling you, I thought about putting on Legend or Carolina 4s. And I was like, man, I put them on, tied them up. I was like, oh, shoot. They're not heavy and uncomfortable, but like these joints are essentially dad shoes now. The 4s and stuff, they're essentially, considered just dad shoes.
That sounds like hate, fam.
I'm letting you know. But like RX Zeros, I think.
Suck.
No. I think they're trash.
No, they suck.
Nah, they don't. No.
Oh, they suck.
No, they don't.
I would never wear one.
Oh, please.
Even for $39.97.
RSX though?
RSX, what about it? RSX fire.
Anyways.
But it has to be laced.
Yes, it's a different reason.
Either that I was feeling weird that day when I put it on.
Like ASAP Rockies. Those suck. All right. ASAP Rocky suck because ASAP Rocky doesn't present himself anything less than fly.
Oh, those
when you
suck
see
those
him on
like human bunghole. And
so like when I look at those, I don't see fly. I don't see ASAP Rocky. I don't see fly. Like I don't see what he.
Yeah, you see Bones Brigade.
The energy. I don't see the energy that he gives off when he's just out in the public eye. Like, them joints are not for him. They're not for me. They're not for anyone. Now, shout out to Baltimore Tay because he wears them all the time. But Baltimore Tay buys everything. There's a lot of people that buy a lot of stuff, though.
Sell them.
Yeah, they actually go for a pretty good amount. But I don't know what retail was on those.
How do you wear them? To skate? What do you mean?
You wear them just like dad shoes. Huh? You literally have to go. I hate that phrase dad shoes, but you literally have to go into the mindset of like, these are just bulky dad shoes. Like that's it. You try to make them anything else less than that, you'll be wasting your time. You know? If you put on a pair of ASAP Rockies and try to make them joints look like Flyknit racers, you're a fool. Okay. You're an absolute moron.
Designers who design them don't even like them.
No, see, that we could talk about that too. Because I'm going to talk about that too, about that tweet that I sent out about Travis Scott and Jordan Brand and Rich May. Rich Mays had commented on it again, but he didn't like tag us on it. He said he rests his case. Somebody from the Sacramento Kings locker room was like, trust me, I've been in Sacramento Kings locker room working for all these years. Mike Bibby's the most respected. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, he said, I rest my case. I'm like, come on, man. We'll get to that, though.
Well, I don't think you guys were talking about the same thing.
Yes and no. Okay. Yes and no. But my context was a little bit different, but I got where he was coming from.
It's a different era, number one. So if Bibby was playing right now, his P's would be coming out. He played in an era where PEs didn't come out.
Well, no, but we could talk about
The same thing. Derek Anderson, all of them played in the era when PEs didn't come out.
Let's talk about Nike Adapt basketball. Came today, unveiled today. Jason Tatum, big unveiling, whatever, videos, pre-orders, all that stuff.
They don't 100% suck, but shoes without laces are for nurses and kids who are homeschooled.
Did you pre-order them?
No.
Okay. They suck, but they don't suck. Okay.
They don't fully suck, but they suck because, like I said, shoes without laces are not for humanity. You know?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the point. I hope you didn't think that, they're going to tie themselves actually.
Okay, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about a shoe that doesn't. A slip-on shoe looks trash. Period. Slip-on Vans look trash. Slip-on ASAP Rocky look trash.
Don't even be disrespectful to slip-on Vans. I'm not even going to allow it.
That's compared to the opposite.
You're talking about
not ASAP Rocky. What's the name? Kendrick.
Okay.
Slip-on Kendricks look trash.
Okay, slip-on Cortezes aren't real.
Are you buying? Okay.
They exist, but those aren't real. That's some made trash. They put a mattress on top of Cortezes.
All right. Are you copping slip-ons or are you copping Authentics or Eras? Copping Authentics.
It depends.
No, it doesn't.
It depends on what it is.
They're trash.
It depends.
They're trash.
If I'm looking for something just to throw on, leave the house, I'm throwing on slip-ons.
No.
All right, man, come on, man. You wilding now.
Those are for ages 1 to 9. And after that, that's it.
All right.
Actually, it might be from ages 1 to 7, and 8 and up is tie shoes only.
Nike Adapt basketball. Anything to say about them? Anything?
I just said what I said.
That's it?
They look all right, but shoes without laces are trash and dookie sandwiches.
Opinion on them. Nothing else. That's it.
I mean, we don't know anything else about it.
I mean, come on. We know enough. All right.
Such as? I mean, they learned their lesson with the price. It's half the price of the other trash dookie sandwiches that came out.
That's added. That's added talk.
But you could have said that.
Why do I gotta say it? You could add it.
It doesn't matter. Somebody, as long as someone says it, it gets on the show. I mean,
Nike,
they suck.
Adapt basketballs suck, but they don't suck. Do they look better than in My Name and Earl's? Yes. All right.
Yes, of course they do. Those shoes were.
You don't see.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to.
When
backlash.
When I look at shoes like this, I don't look at what everybody else looks at. Like, yo, that's fine. Yo. Like, oh, fam, finally. I don't look at stuff like that. You know what I look at? I look at them Nike saying, we're not actively trying to figure out how to improve copping sneakers or the app. Like, we're out here making like to me, if you can't, there are too many other issues that we have with Nike being able to cop sneakers more easier.
Yeah, but you can't complain about that shoe specifically because they made it a pre-order and everyone got it.
No, not everyone. A lot of people are like, dang, I didn't mean it. Now, I'm not complaining.
No. It and they went on there immediately when it came out.
No. I'm not complaining about being able to buy that shoe. I
understand that. I'm saying the point that you're making is that we can't cop other stuff that we want. But
no, that's not.
Yes, it was.
That's not my point. You're not. How you get to my point?
You just said they're not working on this, helping us buy shoes we want. They're working on this, which is new technology.
Yeah, my point is I don't want nobody out here begging for this. Nobody's out here like, fam, I'm so sick of tying my shoes when I hoop.
There's a lot of people.
Who?
What are you talking about? There's an entire generation of people who watch Back to the Future 2 who just wanted that shoe and that's it.
Come on, bruh, stop it. All right.
A pre-order sold out.
Of course it would. How often do almost all pre-orders on Nike sell out when it's something like this? This is something completely brand new.
Resale value.
Bruh, it's not about the resale value when you have something that's connected to your phone, but it's about I have one with this.
So that means people wanted it.
Okay, no. People wanted it because of what it is, not because, this joint is fire. There's a difference.
But you just said no one's dying for that. They are dying for the technology.
No.
Yes, they are.
No, they're dying to have something different and trying to be the one with it. That's what they're dying for.
Dying to have the thing that was in Back to the Future 2.
You really think people are still thinking about Back to the Future 2 with this shoe?
Yes.
No, they're not. Bruh, if it's not gonna be a mag, nobody is looking at these shoes like, man, finally, just like Back to the Future 2. So the mag, if you're not dropping the mag, no one's thinking about Back to the Future 2 with just these shoes. So is that the basis and the general idea of the shoe from back in the day with the mover?
Why would people be paying $350 for a shoe or $750 for a shoe?
What? because it's a shoe that's computerized and laces itself. They have to have it. It ain't got nothing to do with like, fam, this joint is so much fire. It's I have to have this. We're talking about two different things. I'm talking about the sneakerhead mindset, and you're talking about the consumer mindset. A sneakerhead who constantly buys. We're talking about people who buy ASAP Rockies. They were $250. ASAP Rockies were $250. These are $100 more, and they connect to your phone and a box and all this crazy stuff. You think they're not gonna buy that?
We've talked about this before. The sneakerhead
Will buy anything.
The marketplace for sneakerheads is tiny. People need to stop thinking that sneakerhead is like 8 billion people. It's probably 1 million people or 2 million people max.
Facts. Now, you're one of the few people who bought the pre-order to it because you have to have it. That's what it is.
This is the same thing with Dragon Ball Z's. People who aren't sneakerheads bought the shoe because they like the show. People who aren't sneakerheads that don't play basketball. No, it's not.
Okay. Nobody.
The technology is from a movie.
Okay. I don't believe that the amount of people who loved Back to the Future 2 bought these. I don't believe that.
It's part of the people.
I don't believe that.
It's part of the.
I don't believe that
the consumer base.
And I don't even believe that that's even that's a minuscule, minute amount of people that like. Wow, I really love Back to the Future 2. I want to buy these.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't believe it. No.
I mean, it was in the movie.
Look, no. If it was a mag, yes. This isn't. Like, this technology isn't new anymore. There's about 5-6 shoes out with this now, mags included. So this technology isn't like, holy shite, like, bruh. Back to the shoe.
Who bought it then?
Bruh, the person who has to have it, not the person who wants it or needs it.
I don't know who that person is.
Come on, man, stop it. Huh? That's us. That's everybody. We don't need it.
No, it's not us.
Okay, man, come on, bro.
I didn't buy it, so it's obviously not me.
You're talking about two different people. I'm talking about addictive sneakerhead that has to buy, sneakerhead that can't pass on something that's different, sneakerhead that buys a Jordan 33 because like they have to have it because of it different.
Well, that's not us. That's not me.
I know that. I know that. I'm telling you that's not you. I'm telling you that's these other sneakerheads. These sneakerheads that like, yo, fam, these ASAP Rockies, I gotta have these Jordan 250 though. That's who bought these.
That market is not. That market's tiny.
But it still exists. I didn't say it was billions. It still exists.
That market's not selling a pre-sale out.
Okay, we don't know how much they actually pre-sold. That's one. So let's not act like
that's fine. But if they lasted a couple hours, it probably was quite a few.
Or not many people wanted it. It could be a plethora of things. Back to the shoe itself, okay? Back to the shoe itself. When I look at the shoe, I say, fam, y'all can't even give us premium materials yet on a Shadow 1 yet, but you out here throwing me laceless shoes, okay? No, I don't need that. Like, to me, there's too many other issues that consumers have already raised and Nike is fully aware about. They're like, hey, can y'all beat these bots up? No, you out here making robots. Like, that's what I look at this. I don't look at these like, fam, bruh, I'm sorry, if I gotta charge my shoes, if I gotta plug one more thing into the wall, to where, like, this is crazy to me. And I don't understand the point of it connected to the phone. Like, bruh, like, come on, what, my phone's dead? Like, what happens? I can't wear them joints today? Is there a button? Like, look, either way, the shoe itself isn't needed now. All that shoe is a race to beat other companies to something that's whatever.
Nike's the only one that has a patent. I mean, other companies can't make it.
They can make something. Okay, they can't maybe use whatever actuators and whatever else they got in there. They can do something. All right. All I'm saying is, fam, can I cop pigeon pandas without this? Like, can you fight bots? Can you do this? Can y'all, whatever it is that people out here say exists to Detroit? Nobody is out here like, nobody is like, I wish I could hoop without laces, fam. And first of all, who needs that? Society has gotten really weird if we start not wearing laces, okay? Fact. We should not be wearing laces until we get to like our 60s and 70s, all right? That's when you stop wearing laces, all right? You know when I started knowing people started getting lazy is when they started putting sticks in the ground that shot lasers on their house for Christmas lights, all right? And didn't put Christmas lights on the actual house anymore. That's how I knew stuff. That's a different topic, fam. I'm talking.
That's just a company trying to make money.
Look, I'm just talking. All right? But people that are like, yo, fam, I need it, fam. Different topic.
Companies are smart. They realize how lazy people are.
Nike Adapt basketball, they're just not anything the consumer has been looking for. We want it because it's cool. Like, wow, that's cool. Hey, fam. Hey, mom, look at this. Zzz. Hey, girl, look at this. Zzz. Yo, fam, you got them shoes that. Zzz. That's literally it. Like, and I wish people was like, thanks, but no thanks. Like, come on, man. A wireless charger? Come on. What's happening out here? And I'm not saying that. Honestly, Jason Tatum go out there hooping him. I got a feeling the joint's going to just fall apart. Like, that's me personally. You think differently about him, but them joints are an absolute, like, yo, I know y'all been asking us to work on the app and sneakers app and, whatever, but, fam, we got wireless technology shoes, fam. You don't want that?
I mean, obviously they're completely pointless. I don't know who's arguing that. There's plenty of people out there who think they're fire. Obviously, people are buying a $350 shoe on pre-order.
Look, I'll tell you that price doesn't matter at all on stuff anymore. Like, and I think we've said that before on this show. Price has been stopped caring. When phone posits hit that 260, 270 mark, come on. I look at 250.
No, it depends what
Stop
it is.
it. I look at 250.
Look at what goes on sale these days almost immediately after it comes out. Flyknit reacts. I just said earlier on releases, the number 2's coming out. Number 1 went on clearance 2 months after it came out. Ultra Boosts are on clearance.
That's a different reason, though. Those two have no type of appeal or reach to anybody. Like the React model that you bought, what's that called?
No. You said that price doesn't matter anymore. It matters for a majority of things. It doesn't matter for some new shiny things.
I'm speaking for the new shiny things. I'm not talking for
iPhone XS or whatever came out. That joint they're offering $300 rebates like the next month after it came out.
Same day. I got the XR and it was like, here, you buy that and this $400 off. Like, whatever.
So that's the point.
And
I'm discounting if people are willing to pay full price.
I'm speaking on the shiny new stuff. That I'm not speaking on like the GRs, the regular stuff that come out. They're like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm speaking on that because there's a lot of stuff that we think is fire, which we talked about earlier. Okay, I'll cop that later. It was about $47.97. You'll send stuff like that to me and Ryan all the time. Like, here you go, cop 80% off, 20% off. That's different. Now, I'm talking about these $350. These could have been $450. They would have sold out today. They would have.
Probably.
They would have. They could have probably been $550. They would have sold out today.
Probably.
So that's my point about these. My point about these is one.
Yeah, but you're also going towards the point that I made. There's a certain specific group of people who is going to buy this regardless, and they're not necessarily sneakerheads.
Yeah, you're talking about a group that I feel is so small. It's not even. It doesn't even exist barely. It's that how small it is. Like, and then you think it's the Back to the Future family, the Back to the Future.
Sold out. Sneakerheads didn't buy Dragon Ball Z, so.
I don't know about that. That's different.
Do you know anyone who has them?
Oh yeah, who's talking about? Big Raj. Had the Big Raj in California. He got the Goku and the purple young ones.
Anyone else?
I don't even know anybody else he tried. Like, Dragon Ball Z is a really awful pack to describe.
My point is, we can go down the list on people we've seen get Off-Whites, Jordan 1s, whatever. We can't even think of more than one person who got those. And they're selling for double retail, which means they're sold out and everyone got them. So that's my point.
I don't think there's a Back to the Future group like that. When the mags dropped for auctions and all that, oh yeah, of course. And like when they dropped a couple times, whatever, oh yeah.
That was just rich. That's rich people.
That wasn't
Back to the
not
Future.
even the Rock
That was
ones.
rich people.
Not even but they came out a couple times, right, for just us, like General Public, didn't they? I feel like they released like once.
What did?
Mags, didn't they like come out like once, like on like an app or something?
There was an auction, and then you had to buy a raffle ticket to win.
Yeah, that's right, something like that.
But it was $10 a raffle ticket. So I mean, I'm sure a lot of people just bought one, but rich people probably bought like 100.
We talked about that on here. I feel that those are the Back to the Future fans. I don't think anybody look at these like finally. Could be, might not be. Either way, Nike Hyper Adapt is something that it's like getting to the moon first. It's like we did it first, fam. They're talking about exploring running, all that stuff. Bruh, Come on, man.
Who? But
Come on. I'm not charging my shoes up, bro.
Sneakerhead.
I'm not putting my shoes next to my cell phone, iPad, laptop. Like, fam, come on, bro.
The sneakerhead base is not big enough to sell that shoe out.
It is.
Unless they did 500 pairs total.
Oh, no, it is.
No, it's not.
The sneakerhead base it's stronger than the Back to the Future base to cop these. Like, that's what you're arguing. You're trying to say that, like, these sold out because there was such a strong Back to the Future base.
There are way more people who are fans of Back to the Future than are fans of shoes.
And there's way more people fans of Back to the Future that aren't fans of shoes that have no idea how to cop these, don't even know these exist. All right? That's a fact. They know mags exist, but they don't know these hyper adapt Jason Tatums exist. That's a fact.
People who knew about Dragon Ball Z knew that, like, Soulbox exists in Germany? No.
Oh, no. They had to do research. Yeah.
I mean, same thing.
Okay, Dragon Ball Z following is more relevant than Back to the Future. That's one. There's blogs, there's groups, there's all kind of weird stuff for that. All it takes is one person to get on the Dragon Ball Z Reddit page and be like, fam, did y'all see these? Oh, they'll do their homework then on that. That's different. Nobody. I'm not going to say this, but I doubt somebody's on the Back to the Future 2 blog like, fam, Hyper Adapts is dropping. Could be, but I doubt it. Look. To me, I look at these
unless there was 500 pairs.
I look at these.
Sneakerheads.
I look at Nike, Adapt, Basketball, whatever they call it as. I'm sneakerhead guy. I have to have all the sneakerheads. These are different. I have to be a person to have them. Let me cop them. That's how I look at them. I don't look at them as like, fam, thank you, bro. A basketball shoe. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as like, yo, look at this. That's all you're gonna do. That's all everybody's gonna do. Is like,
was $200. I can totally understand.
No, it don't matter. Stop it. It does
matter.
People have bought My Name Is Earl's, whatever them joints are called, prior. Now, do they sell out now? Absolutely not. They're $750. But at one point, they were selling out
because people were trying to resell them.
Have
you ever seen some people wanted them?
A couple times, not a lot.
I've never seen one person wear them.
I have once or twice. Now, once or twice doesn't mean anything because I've only seen people wear certain LeBrons once or twice when they sold out. I'm like, oh, nobody even wears these joints. That's how you know something is whatever. I've only seen somebody wear Jordan 33s twice. Like, come on. Look.
Jordan 33s sell for under retail now, or right at.
I'm just saying. Okay.
You can't. No, there's a difference between like a $160 shoe or whatever and a $350 shoe.
You were talking about anybody wearing them. Like,
I understand that.
They still sold out. So they sold out.
Right.
The first Jordan whites.
I can guarantee you it wasn't not
sold
all
out.
Sneakerheads.
Which ones? On My Name Is Earl?
The shoe that just
probably back then.
No, the shoe today.
Maybe not. Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about, it wasn't all sneakerheads, but majority, in my opinion, had to be, and it had to be addicted sneakerhead who has to be the guy who has it, just like always. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody I know bought them.
How many? Yeah, that's fine. But how many people like that exist?
It's quite a lot. It's a lot more than we think. It's a lot.
Unless you're talking about the person who buys something
they're all on IG
once and sells it, then fine.
Yo, fam, did y'all get yours? A few sizes left. Got mine. Can't wait. I look in the comments. Can't wait for mine to come in. I'm like, what? Y'all bought these? Come on, man.
I don't follow enough people, at least on Instagram, for that, but I don't see any of that.
Well, what else we talking about?
Wale.
You're a god.
Not my god.
All right.
Your god.
Gosh, Wale, man. What do you want me to say about? I'll let you go. You're the SB Nike SB expertise. And shout out to Los.
First thing on every topic.
Los is gonna come on the show probably next month. He's gonna start his own podcast, fam, about sneakers and hip hop and stuff like that. Shout out to Los. We've been talking about SBs and stuff back and forth. And when he comes on, he wants us to redo an SB top list, which I do want to do.
When did he text this or tweet this or whatever he did?
About what?
Wale Geek.
Yesterday. Yesterday, day before yesterday. I seen it yesterday and stuff. I thought you had saw it too. I know you had seen it just this morning. So, what did Wale say? He said he's what?
He brought SBs back, I think, right?
He said, like, I really brought SBs back. Let's talk about it, right? Something like that.
I have no idea. I'm trying to find it.
What's your opinion? You have anything to say about that?
You could go first. Feel free. I went first on every other topic.
I'm trying to give you the opportunity.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure this is an equal opportunity, thing. You're black, I'm white.
Yes, thank you.
Wale again. We talked about this, or I talked about this about Complex Con with Wale. Wale has huge Wale fan. You know it. I know it. I love Wale's music. I do. But it's stuff like this. I don't like him as a speaking up person about something because, so in Complex Con, he was on the stage. They asked him questions. He think this fight, whatever they're asking him, participation on a panel. He says nothing. Wale is somebody that we both have agreed is somebody to go to talk about sneakers. He's somebody who deserves to be on a panel. He's somebody who I want to know what he has to say about sneakers. He's somebody who I'm interested in his take and his opinion on sneakers. Wale is that person. Now, whenever he's on a stage, and whenever he's on a stage or given the opportunity to actually provide us or give us some type of insight or his thoughts or point of view on sneakers, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. He was on Complex Con stage. Them Johns, come on, them Johns. Bruh, you are hands down one of the influencers in sneakers. That's a fact. And somebody that people do respect highly when it comes to sneakers. So when we ask you, or when somebody says, hey, Wale, what do you feel about this? And you say some like arrogant, like it's always like he's annoyed arrogance. And it's like he's annoyed that like we all like sneakers now, or he's annoyed that like sneakers are cool now. It's like, yes, you brought them to the forefront during this period of time, and now you're annoyed that we all like them. Like, we want your opinion on these things, but you never want to give it to us when we ask you. Now, nobody asked you anything. Nobody said, Wale, how do you feel about SB's coming back? All of a sudden, you just randomly tweet out, yo, it's crazy how I bought SB's back. I have no idea if Wale's been wearing SB's or anything of the sort. Period. I'm going to tell you, Wale did not bring SB's back. People are in the comments everywhere. Oh, fam, excuse me. Travis Scott brought him back. Travis Scott did not bring SB's back. Okay? Period. You know who brought SB's back? Nike brought SB's back. When Nike and these original collaborators, Concept, Staple, whoever, said, hey, let's reiterate and bring these back, they brought those back. When they're doing network apps and sneaker panels and Purple Lobster beer and Green Lobster this and lobster cages and special boxes. I mean, Concepts is selling a special box for $30. Bruh, you can have the regular pair.
Sold out yet?
I didn't even look. I was so annoyed. Okay, like you can have the regular pair, buy the special box, and sell that joint and make almost double. Like, come on, bruh. Look, Nike makes a decision on who brings something back. Period. All these spectacles and shows over pigeon pandas, purple lobsters, green lobsters, and honestly, I would probably even give the credit to Concepts of bringing SBs back when they started making and Nike Concepts when they started making Kyrie's into SB classic colorways and stuff. You started bringing back these classic colorways on a basketball sneaker, and it started to make it like, That's all I'm saying. When Wale wants to say, and we've tried to get Wale on the show a few times. When somebody says, Wale, sit here. Wale, how do you feel about everybody bringing SBs back? I want you to say how you feel about it. Don't sit there and act like you're annoyed and arrogant and then get on social media and talk crazy. Don't do it.
I don't understand what era he's talking about. Is he talking about like now?
Now.
Because everyone in the comments on this thing, and even on the Concepts post, is only talking about he's worn SBs forever. That's not the point. He's saying he brought them back. So whether someone if he wore them forever, then that you're actually making an argument he didn't bring it back, because guess what? In all those years that no one cared, he still was wearing them. So people weren't looking at him like, oh my God, he's still wearing them. Let me wear them again.
He wouldn't even still wear them.
That's the exact point. So I don't understand. My whole thing is I don't understand what era he's talking about. I don't know if he's talking about.
He's talking about now.
Because Concepts came out with the purples and those went crazy price-wise, and then the greens, and then now pandas. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, Travis posted a picture wearing the green SBs, and like he had worn some before that. But it's not like prices of the old ones are going up. No, they're not. I mean, I have an entire house full of SBs at home, so
It's hard to say because Los posted a ton of SBs selling them joints like hotcakes, and I'm like, he was like, yo, them joints are flying off my IG.
oh, well, he must got 1 million followers.
No, but people are looking for them now. Like I said, some people are like SBs never left. Shut up. They left. All right. They've definitely left. All right. Because there were a point in time where we were wearing SBs. Like, bro, remember we was copping Concords and those Miami water, whatever them joints. I mean, bro, we were out there on the hunt for SBs. And I'll admit, I used to buy SBs younger and stopped. You got me back caring about them when we first started going back hopping on sneakers. Way more than I ever did. I had, a few rare ones at the time prior, but SBs are an acquired taste. It just is. Now, SBs have a perfect place in society right now. They're just like, what's them joints called? The top selling Nike shoe of all time? Dad shoes.
Oh, well,
They're just like
they
those.
Made a $250 version of
They're
that,
just like those with better. Don't even get me started on that trash. They're just like those, but you just have to be committed to wearing them. Like, that's all it is. So, like I said, Wale is very influential and very important when it comes to the sneaker community. He just is. He might be more important to more people in that than he is his actual music. That's just facts.
His post about it has 710 likes. I mean, this this didn't even. The Complex post has 500 likes. Like, when you go in and look at social media statistics for number of impressions, this didn't even do any numbers. I guess I don't understand what.
Look, I don't.
It's not a controversy. No one knows about it. I mean, You're talking about 1,200 people total who clicked the like button.
It definitely isn't
Between
something
two
that.
tweets.
Let me tell you something that when like.
Wale has 5.7 million followers on Twitter. And it now, granted, means nothing because it could be half of them fake. When you send a tweet out, especially and you're trying to be somewhat controversial, and it has 710 likes, and you have 5.7 million followers, there's a disconnect.
That's a fact. And that's the thing.
I mean,
you want to know how you can
accounts with 1 million legitimate followers have 5, 6, 7,000 likes on a tweet that means absolutely nothing.
This is how you know that something that you randomly say isn't of any relevance is when you're trying to make the controversy about yourself. Like, if you don't say nothing racist or sexist or something, ain't nobody caring if you saying it about yourself. All right, you sitting here like, fam, I brought back Jordan 1s, something like, fam. Relax. All right, shut up. All right.
Here's an example right here. This just randomly, I just went to the search thing just to make a point. Jersey Shore man, who just went to jail, has 1.3 million followers on Twitter. His last tweet has 43,000 likes.
And that's Buff Man, right?
What's that?
Buff dude, right?
Situation.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking.
Man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
His tweet before that has 1,600 likes. His tweet before that has 13,000 likes.
And how many followers he has?
1 point
some million.
2 million. I mean,
hopefully that means that people, like I said last week, use their likes judiciously, and said, okay, well, I'm not liking this because this is stupid. Hopefully that's what it is. Like, I'm not gonna like this because this is a stupid comment. Now, I can't imagine a situation saying anything of any relevance besides, see you guys in 3 to 4 years.
His favorite thing to do, like, I guess, this is just me. I don't follow him. Just clicking on Twitter. His favorite thing to do is do these, like, phony, maybe I shouldn't say phony. Maybe he really means it. But to me, when I read it, he's trying to be funny about these, like, cliche statements.
Take a day by day.
Yeah, stuff like that. That stuff is getting 1,600 likes. 1.6 thousand likes. When everything seems dark, consider you may be the light. 1,800 likes. I mean, and he's got a 1/5 of the followers on Twitter that Wale does.
Now,
So I mean, that stuff right there, it just goes to show, like,
looking for another Wale tweet. Look for another Wale tweet.
I did.
And what's the highest likes on that?
I did. I mean, no one cares.
No one cares. That should be that's a bigger issue. Okay. And Wale musically,
His most recent tweet was an hour ago. That's 318 likes.
Wale's music, I'm talking as of last year, on fire.
Okay,
All
here
right.
we go. He sent a picture of himself in the studio at the mic, and this one has 1,600 likes.
Okay. So hopefully that
Still,
just means
the same number as someone who has 1/5 of the followers.
that might be just people who care for his music and no one cares for his take on Nike SB. Some people might even know what he's talking about. SBs. What are you talking about?
Okay, he tweeted about Trump, and that one has 12,000 likes. All
Okay,
right,
well,
so that makes
anybody
a
can
little
tweet
more
about
sense.
Trump and get a few 50.
The one before that, same thing about Trump, where Trump misspelled hamburgers, 300 likes.
Okay. Anyways, like I said, Wale, no, you didn't. Travis Scott, no, you didn't. Nike, Concepts, all you, yes, you did. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Again, I would need more context in terms of what he meant by that. Like, if he means, like, right now?
He means
Like,
right now.
Like, he thinks he's responsible for purple selling
Oh,
out
definitely.
and green selling out and panda selling out? No, he's not. He's
Definitely.
wrong.
He thinks that
If that's what he means, he's wrong. Now, if he means 4 or 5 years ago,
No. He
back,
means now.
like if he was bringing it back from 2006 to
And you see?
to 2014, maybe.
That's what people like him do. That's like when you tell the homie, like, look, you like that girl, but just like say it jokingly, and if she turn you down, be like, oh, I was just kidding. He say stuff like that, and
Now,
you be
see-
like, you don't give a reaction to it. Oh, yo, I was talking about 5 years ago. I wasn't talking about today. He could switch that up.
If
quickly.
all he wants is credit for being an original wearer of SBs, he absolutely gets that, but he already had that. So I guess I don't understand what the whole point of his thing is.
No, see, that's my whole point. Yes, Wale, we see you as that person. But when we put you in a room or sit you in a chair and say, hey, Wale, explain to us your impact on the sneaker culture. And you say, yo, I was out here. Bruh, talk to me about how you feel about how you impacted the sneaker community. I don't need to see arrogant, annoyed. See, y'all weren't even wearing the diamond turfs. I was wearing diamond turf Dion's, and come on, I'm like, stop it. Y'all didn't even go. Y'all abandoned trainers. I don't need that. Wale, explain to me your impact on the sneaker community. Tell me that. I don't need your annoyed arrogance. Love his music, like Wale. Period. Always welcome on the show. Always welcome on the show. Whatever. And I'm not. I hate seeing. And what's annoying is like these other sneaker shows that have this big backing behind them, this big machine behind them. They be so quick to be like, "Fam, come on the show and talk about it." That's annoying. Like, and I'm not even gonna try to say nothing about their show because I know probably what I'm talking about. But still, it's like, well, come on, man. Like, I hate that. I hate it because. There's shows like us and we don't have that. We're never gonna get that because they have. Look, that's nothing. Anyways, Jordan Brand topic. So I had tweeted out that one cat that was annoying too. That was like, fam, promote your podcast the right way. Don't say shock value, fam.
Who said that?
I don't know. Somebody on Twitter might listen to the show. I have no idea. Look,
He said try not to be shocking or something.
no, like because I put that tweet out when I saw that there's a Jordan 33. Has the little face.
Oh, you're prefacing the Travis Scott conversation.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about something about the last topic.
No. So, talking about the Travis, off the Wale thing. Wale, stop. Whatever. Always welcome to discuss. I want to hear from you about your impact on the community. I don't want to hear when we all followed and try to be like you. Whatever it is. When I saw that there's a Jordan 33, not a fire, a Jordan 33 model, which I think is a fire model in hand, but the shoe sucks on feet. It has the little face, like whatever must be like one of his logos, a weird face on the shoe. Has Cactus Jack on the shoe, green. I tweeted out, I said Travis Scott is more respected by Jordan Brand than they've respected their athletes, the Jordan Brand athletes. Few people said something, whatever. Rich Mays of, I don't know, what's the show called? Toe Box?
BET now.
He's on BET now.
And somewhere else, too. Like,
Bleacher Report, I think.
Bleacher Report.
So he commented and basically, and a few people did. Yo, fam, what about Richard Hamilton? What about Mike Bibby? What about Joe Johnson? What about whoever? There's a plethora of people that they said out there. Now, Rich Mays said Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby, and I can't remember exactly what he said. I don't know if you see it or something.
I'm going to find it right now.
But he said basically, and this is more of the word, using the word respect. Let me see. Find it real quick. I don't know if you want to read it.
Sonny Hardaway says, "Boy, stop."
Someone said that to me?
Oh, that's the man you were talking about.
Oh.
Boy, stop. Just promote your podcast the correct way.
All right, fam. Okay, so here it is. Because I said, call me a liar. You want to read it?
No, I'm going through all the stuff right now.
So this is what I said. I said Travis Scott is respected more by Jordan Brand than any of their athletes have ever been. Call me a liar. That's what I tweeted. He said, not gonna call you a liar, but in terms of treatment, exclusives, etc., Mike Bibby is the most respected athlete person at Jordan Brand ever. Two different conversations that I'm trying to say. Now, you did bring up the point earlier that back in the day, exclusives and player joints weren't coming out on the market and things like that. We're talking about, let's just talk about today. Like, and this is the point I'm trying to make.
You did a new tweet and you commented on the thing.
Oh, yeah, I commented on it and I had retweeted or something. I meant to delete one. But this was my point about Travis Scott being more respected at Jordan Brand than any other athlete ever. Travis Scott has released a Jordan 4, which is arguably one of the greatest Jordans of all time.
Where's his comments at?
He just retweeted his own thing or something. Let's go to his page.
Oh, all right.
So that's my point. Travis Scott has released a Jordan 4, which is arguably one of the greatest Jordans of all time. He has two other colorways that are probably going to drop in a Jordan 4, which are arguably one of the greatest Jordans of all time. He has a Jordan 1 coming out, which could be considered the greatest Jordan of all time, and a brand new Jordan 33 model, which is critically acclaimed as a pretty nice model, already have out. Now, boom. There have been plenty of people, rappers, whoever, have come out with these shoes that have been designated as their shoe strictly based off colorway. Travis Scott on a Jordan 4 has replaced on one of the shoes the actual Jumpman logo or Nike swoosh with Cactus Jack on it. That's on all of the Jordan 4s. On the Jordan 1, he flipped the swoosh around, got Cactus Jack on it in 3M. It has just a Jordan 33, got Cactus Jack on it, got the face on it. Bro, this cat has shoes that are actually his. These are iconic sneakers, a Jordan 1 and Jordan 4, and he has been given the leverage to say, go ahead and do your thing to it. That's my point of it. Now, Jordan Brand athlete, maybe not of all time because we're talking about two different eras. Let's talk about the people now that we've had lately on Jordan Brand. Kawhi Leonard, we've had Blake Griffin, we've had CP3, we've had LaMarcus Aldridge, Des Bryant, Earl Thomas. There are a plethora of athletes on Jordan Brand now and even as of a few years ago. Facts. Westbrook is arguably one of the greatest athletes of all time, okay? None of them have ever had a Jordan 4. Have you seen a Jordan 4 released to the public with a CP3 logo on it? Never. You're not gonna.
He has his own.
He has his own.
Evans and whatnot.
But you're not gonna tell me that none of these actual athletes wouldn't love to yo, can I release an 11? That's my point I'm trying to make. And now Rich Mays did make a great point. He's saying they're just out here grabbing the money because Travis Scott can move that needle. 100% fact. But you can't tell me that any of those orange mellows, remember the orange mellow 5s? You're not going to tell me that they don't drop those, that they're not flying off the shelves. Royal Blue CP3 in the logo. Come on. That was my whole point. You mean to tell me that this rapper gets to do a Jordan 4 and a Jordan 1 and a completely different Jordan model and have them joints released to the public? He brings up Mike Bibby, Joe Johnson, whoever else. Their sneaker collection of Jordan exclusives, second to none. We know Mike Bibby. I know my girlfriend braided Mike Bibby's hair, okay, for this Up and Smoke concert. I'm talking to him in the living room, in the hood. Facts. I'm sure Mike Bibby would have loved to see a. Not even to this day, we ain't getting no Mike Bibby's dropping number 10, nothing like that. They about to drop a purple and black 12 this year. Ain't got nothing on Mike Bibby on it. Yo, Mike Bibby PEs finally. No, that's not a Mike Bibby PE. That's a black and purple shoe. That's my point. If a rapper can come in here and say, yo, can I do 3 Jordan 4s and put Cactus Jack on it and a weird face, and also can I do a Jordan 1, switch the swoosh around like I'm Virgil, and put Cactus Jack on the face, and give me a Jordan 33 as well. There's no telling what else Travis Scott has coming out on Jordan Brand that will be in the store. When I walk in the store, I might be able to buy it if it doesn't sell out. Facts. That's what I mean by respected by Jordan Brand more than any Jordan athlete. There is no Jordan athlete you could think of. Bro, come on. You think Russell Westbrook wouldn't love to get his hands on a Jordan 4 and put some of his weird twist on it and release it? You can't tell me that hasn't happened or been discussed. You can't tell me that. I don't know, but you can't tell me that.
I think the Westbrook is a more relevant conversation because he's in the same era as Travis Scott. With Mike Bibby and Derek Anderson and Eddie Jones and any of those dudes, nobody was releasing PEs back then. The first PE that I can remember being released was like when the Blake Griffin era started. And that was like 2011, 2012?
That was the All-Star Galaxy dunk thingy.
Right. But what I'm saying is like House of Hoops was the first stores to like really start releasing
Steve Nash's and stuff like that.
PEs.
Right. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's a different era. I don't know that there's a right answer, but if you're talking about in terms of like Travis or Mike, like Shadow Mountain High School is sponsored by Jordan Brand. Their entire high school is sponsored by Jordan Brand. They get whatever shoes they want, jerseys, Jordan, everything, warm-ups. So clearly Bibby is still on the payroll, or however you want to word it.
Of course.
He could call right now and get whatever he wants. I'm sure we don't see his thing on social media like we do with Joe Hayden and some of those guys where they get the delivery, like Des Bryant still gets the delivery to his house where he gets stuff 6 months before it comes out.
CP3, all of them.
So if the argument is who has better connects within the company, Mike Bibby probably has better connects. He knows more people. He's been around longer. He might be able to move the needle if he needed something than Travis. But at the same time, Travis is the only one releasing relevant shoes in 2019. So it's two different arguments, in my opinion.
It is.
Part of it is because they're from different eras. And then part of it is also they're completely different. They do completely different things. But just the fact... So I don't think there's a right answer in those terms.
I'm not trying to say I'm right. I'm trying to just explain what I meant.
Yeah, but also the fact that he's not even an athlete is almost like an asterisk on the whole thing, like an extra above.
Like, we thought, at least I did, I thought the audacity of Virgil to take a Jordan 1 and decide, let me go ahead and flip this, take this off, cut this, write this, do that. We're talking about Travis Scott putting his own insignia on a legendary sneaker of his own.
I mean, Mark Wahlberg does the same thing.
Yeah, but Mark Wahlberg's shoes don't come out to the general public. Right. That's gifts. Like, here you go, man. Like, knock yourself out. Make a burger sneaker. Whatever they Wahlburgers. That's like my whole thing is like, bruh, like, I would view that differently. I'm sorry. Like, there is now.
It would be interesting to get someone from Jordan Brand on the show to talk about
of course
who gets to make those decisions.
Even all the I mean, I think back to all the Jordan Brand athletes at all. There's what, maybe besides Jordan, I can't think of any others that are like even in the Hall of Fame or even going to go to the Hall of Fame. Westbrook's going to go.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't even know. I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say. But like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, there really hasn't been anybody on Jordan Brand.
Jeter will be.
Jeter. Yeah.
Roy
Jeter.
Jones will be.
But even like a Jeter Warren. A Jeter 1 finally came out, like, what, after he retired, stuff like that. Like, going back to my original point, I just don't like.
Melo will be.
Yeah, of course.
CP3 will be.
But, like I said, these are players, they haven't released. They all got like some whack mid ones or something 1 year with a logo on it. But like,
I mean, Jeter might be the best argument. Granted, it happened after his career ended. But Jeter might be the best argument in terms of other releases because he's had 1s and 11s actually come out.
Okay, I think I'm more curious of how that can happen, and I know it's money, but I want to hear like, how come Travis Scott can, and maybe Jordan Brand went to him and said, we want you to do Jordan 4s. I don't know. I just automatically assume that Travis Scott asked, Jordan 4 is my favorite. Can I do some Jordan 4s? I just automatically assume
It's
that.
just, well, what I think what you're talking about is there's no direct, there's no
if it would have
there's
been,
no direct connection between Michael Jordan or Jordan Brand and Travis Scott. Like, there's no story behind it where he somehow is related to the Jordan 4 or somehow related to
just even
someone who owns Nike or some whatever.
like, because it's still a basketball shoe.
Like you can't connect the dots from Jordan Brand to Travis Scott getting 5 different shoes or whatever the case may be.
You can't tell me.
It's not a logical.
Yeah, like
In terms of,
if there was like a Westbrook had just came out with a Jordan 4 he designed, or a Jordan 11 or a Jordan 1 or something that he designed that came out to the market, I wouldn't have a bother with it. But now if you can't tell me that like, oh, well, they don't want to do that.
The only thing that I can think of
I feel like there's people that should be ahead of him having special made sneakers on the market.
The only thing that I can think of in terms of Westbrook or some of those guys is Westbrook's contract might be
Griffin, all of them.
We'll pay you more if you don't put out retros and you only put out your shoes. So if that's the case, I would probably agree to that too.
Well, there might be stuff that we're just unaware of. But like I said, from just outside looking in, I'm just like, yo, what makes him so special to get a 3 4s, a 1, and a 33? Right. God knows what else he's got coming out. Like, that was my whole point. Shout out to Rich Mays. He's been on the show before. Check that episode out. You know, I'd love to have him on again, talk again if he ever wants to. And yes, he was talking about respect. Like, yes, of course, there's other people more respected than Travis Scott probably within that company. But if I was like, maybe they don't care. But I'm like, man, if I was Westbrook or Blake Griffin, like, I would like to drop a something. Like, anyways.
Well, Blake Griffin, isn't he with?
He's with Jordan Brand still.
Oh, I thought he was with Anta. Or
maybe he's not anymore. I thought he was still with Jordan Brand.
I have no idea. I don't pay attention.
Chris Paul. I mean, good God. Chris Paul, like you've said before, is probably one of the greatest point guards of our generation. Like, he ain't got nothing. We've seen stuff, but like, come on. Like, he could drop some fire. What you got? True crime. You got one?
Right now?
Or you want to do sports?
No, we got to do 0 and 4, 0 and 4, 0 and 4, 0 and 4, 0 and 4.
Typically, we do
Say something for yourself.
Typically, we do true crimes before
true
sports.
First.
But
No. Well, we can do it first. I still got to tell a story about USPS and GOAT, too.
I need you to tell the stories before you do true crimes.
Well, the GOAT story is shorter. So after all this USPS stuff going down, I sent them a shoe and they reviewed it and they said there's like a glue stain on it. So they're like, checking the app. So this is after. Okay. So the first part of the story is I've never had any issues with GOAT, like selling or anything like that. I sold those why nots. I had them listed on both sites. They sold on both sites. Nike Scottsdale still had a 12. So I could have gone to Nike Scottsdale, got the 12, and sold both and had no issues. Well, I looked on GOAT. The pair was marked as Asian exclusive.
What?
I looked on the other site. They didn't have an Asian exclusive. They had both shoes together. Why does GOAT have the Asian shoe and the other shoe separated when it's the same packaging, same everything? There's no difference. It has a different product code.
The heck is the Asian exclusive one? Just came out in Asia?
It's the same shoe, same everything. No difference, no package difference, no nothing. It's a different product code. That's it. Because when I look on the competitor website, it has a slash with both product codes for the same shoe. So I went to package it, and because my reputation with selling with GOAT is way higher than reputation of selling with the other one. So I went to package it, looked at the thing, it said Asian exclusive. I said, you gotta be kidding me. So I had to cancel it. When you cancel an order on GOAT, you lose 10 points. You get 2 for every successful transaction. You get minus 10 for one cancellation. So my seller reputation is really high. So it didn't affect me scoring wise for the most part. Sold another shoe on there. Sent it to him. Found a glue stain.
What was it?
Jordan Kids.
I didn't think
Jordan 1 Kids.
I didn't think they were that
Never had the glue issue before. So it pops up on the thing and says you can offer a discount to the buyer, or you can just say no discount, or you can ask to have it shipped back or whatever. So I said, I'll give the buyer a 5% discount. So they have 2 days to decide whether they want the discount. Now, granted, you won't find another pair missing a box, pair with a flaw, whatever, for the price that I sold with the discount. So the guy better accept it. But if he doesn't, I'm just going to ask for the box back, because I'm not playing that game. I could get it back, list it with a flaw, and sell it for more than I originally sold it for.
I mean, even pointing out glue stain is like you did it. Like, fam, you obviously glued these crazy. Like,
it's a brand new box that was shipped from the company I bought it for, like that. And I just literally opened it to make sure it was the right size, resealed it, and sent it to go.
You can't be in the business of sneakers and still be sitting around like, fam, like, there's certain things that need to be bypassed in this new community.
I don't get it.
Like, even paper.
And they've never said anything to me on any shoe. And clearly, obviously there are some manufacturers' defects, and there are some shoes that have mold on them and whatever else. But when you open a box and they look normal, both brand new, you just put it back in there and ship it. I sold probably 60 shoes on GOAT. Maybe 50. Who knows? Probably. Haven't had one problem. And then after the cancellation, this happens.
And what happened with the USPS?
All right. So anyways.
Wait. Okay, Okay, go.
So that story is still pending. Hopefully the person accepts But anyways, this just goes to show the sneaker week that's been going on. It's
time to retire, fam.
Don't be a hype beast resale.
It's time to retire.
So on Frenzy, told you last week, I got a pair of white diamond SB Dunk Low from Premier in Grand Rapids, Michigan. One of the best SB stores, and they actually got their Nike contract 10 years ago or whatever, 6 years ago, whatever it was, and started selling other stuff. So they get, hype Nike product that's not skate stuff, but they originally started a skate store. Anyways, they ship it via USPS, priority mail. USPS delivery drivers from my post office are the worst delivery drivers in the entire galaxy. If you type in instructions online, I always type to have the package dropped off either like around the side of my house, by the side door, in the carport, whatever the case may be, where it's not visible on the street. They drop it off without fail on my front porch, which is visible to the most busiest street in my neighborhood every single time. So this time, I had it held at the post office. It got to the post office this past Saturday on January 12th. It was held, said you can pick it up. Post office is closed on Sunday, obviously. I go to pick it up on Monday at 3 o'clock. Oh, this address looks familiar. I think I just returned this package. I said, what are you talking about? Return the package. She goes and gets the paper from the back. Says, look, here's the paperwork right here. It was returned. I said, what do you mean it was returned? She said, I don't know. I don't have any information about it other than they told me to process this return. It's going to get sent back to the sender. I said, who has the authority to do that? Only the shipper, the original shipper, has the ability to recall a package. I said, well, I can guarantee you they didn't do it. She said, well, you might want to call them. I said, fine. Call them. Absolutely not. They did not do that because they never do that. You're a customer. They're selling something to you. They're just shipping it to you. So they said, no, we don't do stuff like that. Send DM to USPS, send email to USPS, try to call them. An hour wait on the phone, 45 minutes on hold. Now, granted, I'm driving around, so it's not like I'm just been sitting there. I was like driving to do errands. Call drops after 45 minutes on hold. Get an email. So when I called Premier, they were like, all right, when we get it back, we'll just send it right back to you with a different shipping thing. He said, just make sure you send an email so our guys know. So I sent him email last night, this morning. Woke up at 6:30. Already had an email from Premier. Oh, apologize. Sorry, blah, blah. When we get it back, we always have problems with USPS too. We'll send it FedEx. Said, great. USPS finally DMs me back like later in the day today. Oh, someone at your house must have refused it when they went to deliver it. I said, did you? They said, we need your tracking number. Number one, I had already posted the tracking number in the DM and explained what happened. I said, did you read what I wrote above? Number one, the tracking number is in there. And number two, it wasn't delivered to the house because I had it held at the post office. Haven't gotten a response back yet. So, bottom line is, I will probably get it back from Premier via FedEx. Who knows? Hopefully someone's not working that day who has no idea what's going on and thinks they're getting like.
So did they even give you a number to like track it going back to Michigan?
It's
like,
the same. It's the same ship. It's the same number.
Oh, so has it got to Michigan yet?
No, it just got returned yesterday. Yesterday, and the last scan was returned to sender.
You have the worst luck at the post office ever. All right, ever.
They are the worst employees on the. You think like when we used to call like Oneness or the one right here, and they were. Couldn't be bothered to like do something and like sounded like they were like had the most laissez-faire attitude in the entire world. Yeah, well, you deal with the post office.
I would even like understand if this was like still Christmas time and stuff was hectic and they made a mistake, but
I want to know who has the authority to do that and why they would have done it. Because normally when you have something held, you have 5 days to pick it up.
You need to start having stuff shipped to work though. That's the only way to do it, to tell you the truth though. I've had it done a few times. They told me not to.
Yeah, they told me not to.
But people still do it. That's the only way. Like, it's the only way because we're there all the time. All right. At home, it ain't happening. No.
They told me not to do
the
it.
The Ring camera, it don't work good enough. That's crazy. I'd be heated. Yes. Luckily, that Premier said they'll send them back.
Yeah. So, anyways, I knew Premier had really good customer service because I've bought from them years back when I was buying SB stuff. And I've called them before for other issues. I just didn't think it would be this cool where like homeboy on the phone told me, oh man, sorry to hear it. Let me just send us an email. We'll send it back right away. And then to wake up to an email where they're already telling me like, yeah, we have problems with USPS all the time. We'll send it via FedEx. That's dope.
Shout out to Premier. So, all right, you'll be rocking those when values is dropping as they go across the country twice.
Never.
Them shoes probably in the box like, fam, what shipping?
Where they're at.
What shipping did this cat use? Where we going? This cat is in Dubai. True crimes with Boo Snob.
I don't think you've seen this one. This is sent by Family Andy Green.
I haven't seen it. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the kindest machete?
Someone suggested that one too, but it's not that one. I've seen that one. Because I think that one was in Florida, so that one would have been
so many times. Yeah. All right.
That one, his machete was named Kind.
People DMs like, fam, y'all see this one? I'm like, it's too late now. Huh?
I think I have two that will work, actually. All right. This is from Andy Green. I don't have anything on the story. I just have a screenshot, but I think there's enough from the screenshot that it's legitimate, number one, and you could get it right. And it's a screenshot that shows the person on the news. So it has to be legit.
I don't know what it is.
All right. 11-year-old shoots home intruder, mocks him for crying like a little baby.
What?
Someone broke in, and an 11-year-old shot the intruder, and then the 11-year-old mocked him for crying like a little baby. In what state did this happen?
I'm going to give you 3 states. And if these happen in any other state besides these 3, I might not believe it.
Not Florida.
Texas, Arizona, California.
Texas is not a bad guess.
Then let me get one more. Hold on. Wait. When you say bad, not a bad guess, that doesn't equate to what I think it means. When you say not a bad guess, that means the real state is closer.
Okay, well, if you're thinking geographically, Arizona and California are terrible guesses.
Okay.
Texas is not terrible, but it's still kind of bad. I'm talking about in terms of like
Kentucky.
Yeah, it could happen there. That's not a bad guess either.
Not Tennessee. I would say like Memphis, but nah. I'm assuming the kid is white.
He is white.
I'm gonna go.
If I can cover this,
I'm gonna go Arkansas. Let me see what the kid look like.
I'll see if I can cover it.
Oh. Dang it, I don't know. Alabama? When you can see a kid's shoulders, when you can see like almost his traps in Alabama. No.
All right.
That's how you know you're in the country, when you see kids and you can see their traps. They wearing a regular t-shirt, but you can see their traps. So I'm like, yo, what's wrong with those shirt? Alabama. Alabama a gun state?
I mean, isn't everywhere in the South?
I just assume. I don't know. I know nothing about the South. Bruh, he looked like he shot somebody, too. He looked like that bad kid, too. He looked like he told somebody to break in so he could shoot him. That kid looks bad.
He gave someone the code to the house.
What time is it? Yeah, yes. He left a brand new empty TV box outside and put the code on it and not home.
All right, Greg, let's hear your explanation.
I got no explanation.
The worst picks in American history, X.
I went out on a limb. First of all, I'm talking about the Cowboys. Cowboys, I'm not upset about the Cowboys. Like, everyone's like, yo, fam, I'm sorry. I'm not upset at all. Like, we won a playoff game this year. Like, I'm good. Like, now, this is what I do expect us to be in the playoffs again next year. We can't not make the playoffs like next year. So, if we're worse next year and we're keeping Garrett and we're keeping Lanahan, and we should have still fired Garrett, Lanahan, whoever. We should have fired them still, but bro, the Cowboys won a playoff game. Like, come on, I'm good, fam. Like, I'm good. Well, better shot next year. Like, I'm not like, yo, fam, this was almost it. No. I was praying. I was hoping. But no. Now, all the other picks, now, the Eagles lost that game. Losers. All right? Look, man. I went out on a limb picking against the Patriots. You don't ever go against the Patriots, but I only went out on the Patriots because this is the very first time I've ever trusted the Chargers.
Fam.
Ever. Chargers go back to the never, ever, ever, ever trust list.
Fam.
With the Texans, Chargers, Bengals, Jets. Who else on that list? Dolphins. They go back to that never, ever, ever list. The Chiefs are still on that list with the Falcons, but the Chiefs, they're slowly coming off the list. Now, look, Andrew Luck going to Kansas City? Come on, man. You didn't think they'd get mopped up like that. I thought it would be a little bit better.
I didn't think KC's defense would play crazy, but, however, during the game, they showed the statistic. KC in home games, defense allows 18 points a game, and in road games, allows like 33 points a game or something like that. So, their defense obviously gets the job done at home.
I think the only shocking, I think the Saints one, if they would have lost that one, that would have been like the only one like.
Yeah, because the Saints are number one in Vegas's list. The Saints are favored over all teams in Super Bowl.
Yeah, but Vegas also only had the Eagles beating the Saints by like one possession. I mean, losing to the Saints by one possession. Like, it wasn't like which did happen.
It opened at 10 and it closed at 8.5.
Then somebody else must have had that then. At them only losing by one possession.
The Eagles covered, but Vegas opened it at 10.
Look,
the Saints were minus 10 in that game, and it closed at 8.5.
I'm not upset about the Cowboys. They did a good job. They won this year. I'm cool with it. I've been rooting for Patrick Mahomes all year.
That's fine.
Love him.
You should be upset with yourself for your terrible picks.
Bro, come on, man. I can't be out here being safe all the time on stuff. I've never thought that high of the Chargers.
It's not about being safe. It's
Never.
About being
Not about what I actually thought and won. Yeah, okay. Then you should have bet this time. This one you should have actually betted, all right, since you feel so good about yourself.
I live in Las Vegas, fam.
It don't matter. You've made a way before, all right? You've made a way. Legally, I think. You've made a way. So don't act like, it wasn't out there. You could have made bets. You could have called somebody and you could have put them in.
You out here calling the man who went 4-0 against your 0-4. Okay.
All right, look. You went 4-0. Good for you. I went 0-4. But like I said, I have never trusted the Chargers. Ever. I trusted them this year. They stabbed me in the back. They go in the freaking Foxborough and get washed. They go in the Gillette Field, wherever it's called now, and get washed. All right? So I never, ever trusted them. I don't care what they do ever again. And you know why I never trusted the Chargers? When they got to the Super Bowl against the Niners with Natron Means and all them, and I hated the Niners. And I was like, yo, Chargers fam, and they went and got mopped up. 5 touchdown passes.
Listen. Did New England have any business scoring for the first time in their postseason history in their 4 first drives? No, absolutely not. Stranger things happen in that building, fam. You should have known better.
Oh, yeah. I would never bet against Brady. Ever. But this year, it felt different. And I was wrong.
Now you get to drown your sorrows, B.
Look, who's playing this week? Actually, I want to ask you, too. Can we go on record now? Draft 2 years ago, I wanted De'Aaron Fox to the Suns. I said Josh Jackson was trash.
He's not trash, though.
He's trash, fam. Tell me De'Aaron Fox isn't fire, though.
I have to look the numbers up.
Okay, bro. Balling, all right? Dennis Smith Johnson Jr., whatever his name is. Did not say he was whack.
Traded. He ain't whack.
He's whack, huh?
He's not whack. Just don't
He's whack,
better.
huh? He's whack, huh?
He ain't whack.
He's whack.
He might go somewhere else and be fired. Huh?
Yeah, the Suns, Lakers, or somewhere else, huh? No. You go to the Lakers? No.
You just can't play a small guy next to Doncic because, especially a small guy who's not a good shooter. I mean, you need a shooter with him. He's a point guard.
Doncic might be a top 10 player in the league right now. Okay.
That's way too harsh.
Bruh. Like, have you watched him play?
Might be one of the he might be the third best rookie of all time, but behind Jordan and LeBron. But
he might be the most skilled player for his in his position. I'm like, bruh, this cat is like.
Seen Jokic this year?
Yeah, balling, out of his mind. MVP candidate. Yeah,
and just as skilled.
Yeah, but he's not a rookie. Like,
I understand that. I'm just saying. You said big skilled, big skilled, whatever you're talking about.
So the big fundamental Tim Duncan was the same. Look, okay, I get it. But for the record, I was right about De'Aaron Fox as of right now because Josh Jackson can't even get any run. Okay, that's one. Two, Dennis Smith Johnson Jr., whatever his name is, he's not that good, fam. He can only get you one of them good dunks. You know what he is? He's the new Gerald Green. He's the new Gerald Green. He'll get you a couple threes and get you a dunk on somebody, and you be like, yo, he fired.
Tripping, fam.
All right.
Now, if you said
football predictions, I'm trash. Basketball stuff, analytical. I'm an analyst.
All right.
I'm analytical.
If you said,
let's see PJ Tucker play tonight.
Now, if Dennis Smith Jr. turned into like Darko Milicic or something, then I'll be like, okay, you were right. He's trash.
Can't turn into him.
He ain't that bad. He just he's just not a point guard. He's not he Dennis Smith Jr. What he should be the next Lou Williams. That's what he should be. The next good six man who come off the bench and get you 20.
Okay, well that's fine, but that isn't what he was drafted to be. If you're gonna be the next best six man of the year, you get drafted number 15. All right, not what, 2?
What?
Well, how high was he
like
drafted?
7 or 8. There ain't much difference between that and 15.
Okay, fine. It should be 22 then. All right. Yo, we're trying to draft a six man, fam. You don't get drafted.
I don't think
7.
the Suns traded for what's the name man to be a superstar.
Who?
Villanova man. They traded for him to be a role player.
Okay, first of all, he can't even stop fighting with the coach. So he ain't gonna never be anything unless he gets out of Phoenix. So that's a fact. Because he is way more skilled and should be playing. But whatever him and the coach issue is, he was never gonna get any quality run.
Got a bad coach. They got a Dookie eater. I don't know what to tell you.
Bro, what's up with you and Dookie, bro?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you need some help, bro. You love Dookie. Who won these games? I'm asking you first.
No, you get to go first.
Fine. Pats at Chiefs.
That means you already don't know.
I'm gonna go Patriots, man. I love Mahomes.
Loser again.
But I can't imagine this happening, bro. Come on. Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
Loser again. You said that last week and then they won at home by blowout.
Fam.
You like being a loser, fam.
Pates, you going Chiefs then?
Chiefs all day. Even though I'm a Raider fan and I hate the Chiefs, it pains me to have to go against Pat Mahomes for the next 15 years.
Saints at Rams or Rams at Saints?
Saints home field.
Rams at Saints. Who win?
You go first.
Rams. I might have to go Rams that way.
You didn't believe in the Rams at home, and now you believe them on the road against the best team in football. Huh?
Well, I didn't believe the Rams at home in a wet field in California against the Cowboys defense. Inside of a dome?
Wet field. They're at home in Los Angeles.
That's fine, but it was pouring. And first of all, I'm sick of them saying whose house is this? It's not your house. It's USC's house. Like, shut up.
Okay, when we were here on Wednesday or whatever day we recorded, it was not raining yet in that game.
Oh, I know that. But when I saw the rain that day, I was like, Cowboys, we got them. I don't know why I believe that because we play in a dome too. But look, fam, you got Rams or Saints. So.
I understand that you think you got Zeke Elliott, and that's cool because he's one of the top 5 running backs. They got
of all time.
Gurley. So I don't know what you thought was going to happen.
C.J. Anderson.
C.J. Anderson ate
Stupid
Todd
game.
Gurley and then puked him out, and then Todd Gurley went even more bananas after C.J. Anderson went bananas.
Who you got, Rams or Saints?
Your defense got ran for like
garbage,
90 in the first
actual
half
trash.
I can't go against New Orleans in the Dome, even though I like the Rams. I think I gotta go New Orleans in the Dome.
Because the Eagles almost gave it to him. Eagles scored that first 14 with the first quarter, never scored again. Come on, bro. Like that Saints outing was low key pathetic.
Yeah, it was, but they won.
Yeah, I mean that's all that matters. But now we're talking about Rams.
I think at home in the Dome, home dome. Pat Mahomes. I don't know.
I was upset with Ndamukong Suh finally coming to play football this season.
I mean, is he? Because all I see is Aaron Donald just smashing everybody.
And Peters,
Pause.
burnt toast.
Peters and Amari need to stop going at it. Pause, because
I didn't even see the ending.
Like both of them cats.
I just stopped so I can go play puzzle. First of all, you like Peters for different reasons than you like Amari
because
Cooper.
Oakland.
You like that's fine,
And
but you like one. And you okay? Well, that's yes, but he's not that good at his position anymore. He's not that good anymore. All right, he could be better. Anyways,
I mean, I don't think he even in since I mean, what was he? Even in KC, I don't think he was like
he was better in
a
KC.
Lockdown cornerback like everybody thought. He just was that guy who had good instincts and would get a lot of interceptions on bad throws.
He's like LeVar Arrington of cornerbacks. He just does what he feels like.
A lot more cornerbacks that are like more lockdown corners than him, but that's been that way.
I mean, one of them used to be used to be his guy. His Talib. He used to be that at one point. Revis, Sherman, all of them used to be that at one point.
I don't buy it.
Anyways, I got nothing else. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who listens. iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all that stuff. Review us. DM us any changes you want to see. Review us. Video isn't coming out till maybe Thursday, all right? Because I'm not doing nothing tonight. But put out the audio. Listen on the long drive. Listen to your webs. Listen on the commute to school. We appreciate every single one of you. George loves when you message us, fam. He loves it, fam. He likes to be tagged, fam. Tagger McTaggerson. We appreciate everybody. Like I said, thank you, like, subscribe, review, share, and all that. And anything else, that's distinctist.
Fuck you, USPS.
What's up with you, man? Why you love throwing a middle finger up? You swear you still in high school.
What's wrong with that, huh?
You love throwing a middle finger up.
What's wrong with that?
Middle finger should only be reserved for standing in the subway or driving a motor vehicle.
USPS.
All right. Let me tell you something. When they get wind of this, you might never ever get a package
better
again.
Slide back in my DMs, fam.
Yeah. Pause. USPS in DMs.
You suspect.